In today's training, we're going to walk through how to model a company estate freeze in the Voyant software. This is an advanced corporate module that is available in some subscriptions. If you don't see it available in your subscription, feel free to reach out to us at support@planwithvoyant.com and we can give you more information. To model this, you are going to need a corporation within your client's plan. So you'll need to have the holding company already entered. And then you'll go to your what if section and you'll see the company estate freeze populate. Let's go ahead and start by going through this section here, and you'll select the company that you want to do the estate freeze on. In my case, it's going to be Mary's company, and I'm going to select when I want the estate freeze to occur. For me, it's going to be plan start, and then I want to say how I want to define the recipients. It's going to be 50% Mary and 50% persons outside the plan. I'm going to review my selections and I'm going to click through to save. Yes, I do want to keep this new what if plan. And now I am in my company estate freeze plan. If I want to switch back and forth between my base plan and my company estate freeze plan, I can do so by clicking up here on the top. I'm going to go to my dashboard now, and I'm going to select the corporate section and open up this company now. Now that I've gotten my estate freeze in place, and I can check it by going here to share buyback and issue new common shares, I want to start by modeling my sell of the company. Before I do that, I want to go to my common share ownership and establish a cost basis for the original shares. To do that, I'm going to toggle on use share class, and I want to add a share class. Just keep in mind that common shares don't automatically acquire a cost basis. So if you want to be sure that the long-term capital gains are appropriately accounted for when you sell the business, this is the best way to do so. I'm going to add a share class, and I'm going to give it a name. And let's just say that the original cost basis for this business was around $1 million. 1,000 shares at $1,000 per share, and now we have established a cost basis for the business. Now I'm going to do the ownership transfer, and we're going to say that we're freezing the estate now, and we're going to sell the business when Mary retires. And so I'm going to do this as a sell rather than a gift. A gift would be a great way to model the transfer of the business to a spouse or a child, but we're going to change this to sale, and we're going to do it to a person outside of the plan at Mary's retirement. We're going to click done to save, and we can now see that that is saved in there, and we're going to click done. And what we should now see is a spike in her cash flow where the money is flowing into her cash flow. A couple of things to look at here in year view would be, you can see in the corporate tab, we've got in year one the initial cash flow at the end of the year. So end of year values would be after any growth in the plan. This investment tab will show you what the growth is being modeled at. You can click on it and see details about the value of the investment account. And you can see over here on the corporate tab, her ownership percentage in that year, any details about the business over here. And then the year that we're selling the business, you can see that cash value of the business at the year of sale. You can see that her ownership is now 0. And then you can see over here on the investments section, the contribution into her cash account in that year. And then you can see the details of the taxes in that year. If we go over here to the taxes tab, so we can see taxable capital gains, what that's being based on, how we're calculating all of that information, any taxes due at the end of the year. I hope that this has been helpful. If you have any questions or you would like some assistance modeling an estate freeze in the Voyant software, you can always reach out to us by clicking the name of your client in the top right corner, selecting Request Support, or you can email us at support@planwithvoyant.com and we'd be happy to assist. Thanks for listening.